he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tannehill on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Time running out here on the play clock. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First and 10. Chandler firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So it'll be first down here after the run. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. There he goes inside the 30. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Chandler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Then from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Chandler, that's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. First carry for Ty Montgomery. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Vioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Green.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Down to the 25. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Chandler. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Tannehill. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And no escaping this this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa able to drop him for a loss of 4. To throw on second down is Tannehill. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Tannehill. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Let's go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go now. Green. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Chandler. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Caleb Brantley busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Let's go! Boo, Landy! Boo, Landy! Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Chandler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now the Packers get set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Big hold of the 30, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now here's a carry heading left. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Chandler throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thornton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Chandler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. To throw on second down, Chandler. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go. Now, check. Patriot. Over.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue,
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go now. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue, landed.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's Tannehill. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Fresh set of downs here. Play action. It's Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it second down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To the air, Tannehill on second down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. from the red zone now, Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They try again with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Tannehill. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. And it's 17-7. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw. Chandler, and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Tannehill throwing again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kamale Correa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Tannehill. And that is complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And Charles, I think when this game...
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my